Hey everyone, welcome back for another video. If you're new here, my name's Joni and I'm an acrylic artist instructor. I'm passionate about painting and teaching. And today in this video, I'm focusing on how to paint hair. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you three types of hair: straight, wavy, and curly. I'll be using three different colors for this. I'll have everything listed below the video in the description box, as well as links. And we're going to be using lamp black, titanium white, and burnt sienna. I've got a few different brushes I'll be demonstrating on how to create hair. I've got lots to show you and I'm going to make it as easy as possible for you, and you're going to be a pro at painting hair after this video. All right, join me now and let's jump in and get started. Okay, I've also got two brushes here that I absolutely love. These brushes are so amazing for painting hair with. Here is a Zen brush, and as you can see, it kind of looks like a filbert brush. It started out as a filbert brush and then little pieces have been cut out of it so that it looks like a rake. And this is great for painting things that need a lot of lines in them, such as grass and some leaves, hair, and maybe some bark on a tree. There's all sorts of things that you could use these brushes to paint with. And then the next brush is a number 4 filbert brush. You can use any size you like. I like this one for the size of hair I'm demonstrating today, so that's why I've chosen it. I like the round end to it. It helps create some soft curls and waves. And I think that's it. I think we're ready to go ahead and get started. Okay, I've got a towel here. I've got my two brushes, and I've got my jug of water to wash my brushes off and to get water in my brushes when I need them. I'll let you know every time I'm doing that. So we're going to start with straight hair first, and I'm going to use my little filbert brush. I'm going to take a little bit of water, get the dabs, drips of water off there, and I'm going to start with a black base. This is going to help to build up to our brightest highlights and help build up that 3D factor that we want. So we're going to start at the top. I'm just going to paint the back of the hair, the head for each of them. Okay, so we're just going to start rounded at the top of the head, and we're going to come in with a shape. Now for this example, I'm going to paint long hair. That way I feel like I can show a little bit more. I do have other videos out on how to paint hair, showing different lengths, updos, you name it, as well as animal hair and fur as well. So I'm just going to come down here, just round it at the top, and then gradually coming down here. We're just blocking in our dark base color first. We're not trying to make this look like hair yet, though it kind of is starting to resemble it already just by these long lines that we're applying. Okay, so get it nice and dark. The length you want, and we'll dry this off and then we'll come in with the next layer. Okay, so for the next layer, we're going to come in with some burnt sienna. I'm going to use the Zen brush with the little bits snipped out of it, the one that looks like a rake. I'm going to get it wet, and then I'm going to go in and load the brush with that burnt sienna, and we'll start just pulling down, and look, instantly we get numerous strands of hair. Now we're going straight down with it because it's straight hair. I'll show you how you can build this up to have highlights on it. Now the importance of having the black underneath is so that we get those shadows. You need highlights and shadows to make something have depth and look 3D. I'm going back for more water almost every time I load my brush. With these brushes, picture it being like there's numerous liner brushes. Liner brushes don't have a lot of hair in them, So they run out really quickly. So you need to reload them often. Sometimes you can get a few brush strokes out of them, but you've got to have patience with them. Okay, so we can just keep adding. And at this point, this is straight hair, but you could also use this same technique for so many other things, like a fence post or a tree trunk, an old door. Okay, so now we're gonna take some white and we're gonna mix that up and blend it with our burnt sienna. I'm gonna add a little bit of water to thin that out. You can dry this off if you want, or you can come right over and paint wet into wet. So I'm gonna leave this alone on the top, and then I'm gonna start adding a little bit of light right in this area here. You wanna feel the light shimmering and reflecting on the hair. Now, I'm only using these specific colors today, but you would use the same technique, take the same steps using any other colors you want for your hair. Okay, I'm just going to gradually, lightly pull this together here. And then I'm going to rinse my brush out. And I'm going to add a little bit more white. Make it a little bit lighter and come in with those soft highlights again. Okay, so you have the basic idea. Let's move on to hair type number 2, wavy hair. Like the first example, we're going to start with the first base coat using the small filbert brush. I'm going to start with black and we'll call it brown, but it's burnt sienna. And we'll add the top of the head, same way. But we're gonna create wavy blonde hair. So we're going to just, instead of going straight down, we're gonna go in and out, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. And if you want big waves, looser waves, then you're just gonna stretch out and make them farther apart. I'm gonna add a little bit of water to my brush. I'm gonna paint just the back of the head in, and then I'm going to start to add those waves in there. Again, if you have super curly hair, you'll make them tighter together. You want big loose waves or curls, stretch them out. Okay, now we're going to come in with our wisp brush, get it a little bit wet. We're going to mix up some white, some yellow, and some brown. Just going to crisscross, pull, and load. And then we're going to come down and add those wiggles. So come down, wiggle, Remember to add a little bit of water to your brush when you need to. Build up, adding more white and more of the yellow for the brightest highlights. The brightest highlights are going to be where it goes up and the hair sticks out a little bit, so the light is catching it more. Okay, so over there, and then when it goes under and in, it'll be a little bit darker. Over, over, over. I'm going to add a little bit of brown in there. Just to play up on some other tones, so it's not too dark underneath. Okay, then I'm going to go back over to a little bit more brown and a little bit more yellow, and we're going to bring that in for the shadow areas. And then we'll add a little bit of white where it's going to be the brightest, where it goes over. And I'm going to come in on the very top of the head and add a little bit of brown, so we get a little bit of dimension going up here, not in full light. And then the white and the yellow. Gradually being added. Okay, you can play up on the tones, cool and warm temperatures depending on the type of blonde hair you're trying to paint. Now for our third and final demonstration, I'm going to show you how to paint really curly hair. So we've got straight, wavy, and then we're going to add the really curly hair. So we're going to start with the same dark base using our filbert brush. And you can start adding tight wiggles like this already, And then we're just going to paint it in. Just a thin layer of black. Okay, start just even painting it in like this, practicing your curls. So if it's really, really tight, then you're just gonna shake as you go up. Okay, and then I'm gonna come in right away with some brown and start my curly little wiggles. Now, if you just wanted to have black hair, then you would just do the same thing, but use a little bit of white and paint at grayscale. Sometimes it's nice to add a little bit of blue and even touches of purple. You can come down on the side, you can kind of twist that brush around if you want it to be more of like a looser, imperfect curls, a little bit more on the crazy messy side, like mine. All right, let's come in with the Zen brush now, and let's take some of the yellow, the brown, and the white. And we'll start using the side of the brush, and then we're going to come in with those tight, tight curls. So you can use the full width of the brush like this for the curls. You can also turn the brush like this on its side, or do both. Change up the brush stroke as you go down. I think painting hair and fur is so relaxing, and it's a lot of fun, especially if you have a brush like this. If you don't, you can use a fan brush. You can even cut pieces out of your fan brushes and your filbert brushes to make them like this. Okay, so I'm just going to add a little bit more right up here. Look at all the different tones we have in the hair. Light and dark, all those light browns, dark browns. And you can build up from there depending on the color of the hair. And like I said, if you're just painting black hair, then I would just use black, white, and make gray tones, grayscale. And with subtle hues of purple and blue is also really nice. Okay, I hope you guys found this video helpful today. Thanks for watching. I want to remind you to please subscribe to my channel, like the video, comment or share, and check out the links below. This all helps me be able to continue my journey of teaching everybody how to paint and spreading my love of painting. It's very healing and therapeutic. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you guys all soon in another video. Bye.